Well, the broadcaster had hardly settled into setting the stage when the first batter of the day, the marvelous Ichiro, struck quickly against Tim Hudson. Here's a swing and a line drive by Ichiro for a base hit on the first pitch of the game, and it gets by to the wall, and going to the wall to pick it up and return it to the infield, Jermaine Dye. So Ichiro up there on the first pitch lines one for a 2-base hit. Ichiro was hitting only 174 in his career against Hudson before today, but obviously came out looking to make a statement very early. Then Hudson induced Randy Wynn to hit a little looper to second base for the out. He got a dribbler off the bat of Brett Boone for a pitcher to first out, on which Ichiro went to third. So he was on the edge of getting out of the inning unscathed, but he still had to deal with Raul Ibanez. Line drive, center field, base hit, and it's 1-0 Mariners. Ibanez drives in Ichiro from third. Then Edgar Martinez followed with a solid single to center to put runners at first and second, and the crowd might have been wondering, well, have the Mariners found the answer to Tim Hudson today? As it turned out, they hadn't. Olerud grounded to first, and that started the run of 25 batters, the minimum right through the 9 innings this afternoon. But there were moments when the defense also had to come to the aid of Hudson. After a defensive miscue in the 5th inning, Hudson had retired everybody in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Ureta led off, and his line drive escaped the glove of Kotze in center for an error to open the inning. Ben Davis was the next batter, and Hudson had just the answer for that situation. Chavez plays him up a little close at third base, and he swings away and grounds one hard to Crosby. Shortstop, second one, turn to first, double play. 1 pitch, 2 outs. 6-4-3, perfectly suited to get the 2. And the only other runner by the Mariners in that final 8 1/3 innings was Ichiro, leading off the 6th with an infield hit. He stayed there when Wynn flied out, and then Boone hit a ground ball to Scoot Haro at second base, who tagged the runner in the base path through to first. The double play ended that frame. But the A's were still looking for a run off Mesh. They'd had leadoff hitters on in 3 of the first 6 innings, and it wasn't until the 7th that led to anything productive. Durazo was aboard with a base hit behind second base that Boone, I shouldn't say behind second, in the outfield grass to his left that Boone dived for, through but too late. However, Durazo was still at first after Crosby struck out and Melhuse fouled out. And once again, it looked like Mesh, who had great stuff today, was going to preserve that 1-0 lead. It was Scoot Haro at the plate. The A's second baseman had singled his previous time up, and this time the ideal situation, 3-2 with a runner going.
Seattle 1, A's nothing. 2 out, bottom of the 7th at the Coliseum. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Scoot Haro. Mesh first base out of the slab, out of the stretch. Durazo goes, the 3-2 is lined down the right field line. Ichiro racing and can't get it. It's by him and goes to the wall. Durazo rounding third. He will score, and Scoot Haro has another double, and the A's have tied it up. Marco Scoot Haro, 2 doubles and 2 RBIs last night on a 3-2 pitch with Durazo going. Shoots one down the right field line. Ichiro couldn't get there. The ball went by him and went to the wall for a 2-base hit. And we're tied at 1 in the bottom of the 7th. And that's it for Gil Mesh.
And that brought on Eddie Guardado in his Seattle debut. So it's coming over from the Minnesota Twins. It was Guardado and Kotze the matchup. Kotze saw a few pitches, got to a 2-2 count.
Guardado, reading Davis, has the sign. He's set and delivers. And Kotze strokes one to left for a base hit. Scoot Haro rounding third. Up to the ball is Ibanez. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not in time. Down to second goes Kotze. And the A's have taken a 2-1 lead. Mark Kotze shoots the base hit to left field and goes to second on the throw. And his second RBI is an Athletic this year.
Guardado working Kotze away, but I think he wanted the ball down. He got it up enough that Kotze could take it safely the other way. And all of that came after an inning-ending play in the top half of the 7th that should not go unnoticed. With 2 out and Olerud, a solid hitter at the plate, Jermaine Dye helped Tim Hudson.
Olerud, a line drive right field. Dye coming on. Goes into a dive, rolls over, and makes the catch. A circus catch in right center field by Jermaine Dye on a sinking line drive that was smashed to right by Olerud. And Dye racing toward right center, reaching down, diving, and took that ball to the backhand side right off the grass for the final out of the top of the 7th inning as the Mariners go down 1-2-3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 1-0 Seattle.
And you've heard how the A's took the lead in that bottom of the 7th. And Hudson, like a racehorse, you could see the finish line, raced through the lineup, the bottom third of the order in the 8th on 3 ground balls. In the 9th inning, Ichiro at the top of the order, their best bet to make something happen, led off by grounding out to second. Wynn followed with a routine grounder to first, and Hudson needed just the 1 out, and standing between him and the complete game was Brett Boone. Hudson cranks it in. A bouncing ball softly hit toward short charge. Bare hand Crosby throw to first. He's in! Crosby makes a tremendous play on a slow chop. And the rookie with a bare hand pickup and throw gets the final out of the ballgame as Tim Hudson subdues the Seattle Mariners with a brilliant piece of pitching this afternoon. That was the 17th ground ball out hit by the Seattle lineup as they lose their 5th in a row. The A's go to 4-1. They are now 2 up in the series with the Mariners, going to the finale behind Mulder tomorrow afternoon. Nothing for the Mariners in the 9th inning. Final score, Athletics 2 and Seattle 1. And as a footnote, Hudson is now 10